Hey there, it's Johanna, and today I want to follow up with the video from last week where we talked about, the ways we interpret things that happen or interactions with other people can really impact how we see ourselves and each other and the world. So today we're going to kind of put that into practice and do a little exercise that can help us take a look at the stories we're telling ourselves about what something means and look for some other possibilities. So I'm just going to walk you through this exercise with a little example. And the first thing we're going to do is just state the facts of what happened. So for this example, we're going to say, okay, I texted a friend and said, hey, I miss you. I'd love to catch up. Is there a day that you're available to get coffee? Okay, one fact. Second fact, I got a response 3 days later. Third fact, the response said, life's super busy right now. Maybe next month. Okay, so those are facts. I could go back in my phone and verify that, yep, that's what happened. But then there are all kinds of ways I could interpret that. All kinds of stories I could tell myself, about me, about my friend, about our relationship. So a story that I might tell myself is, she thinks I'm really annoying and she doesn't want to spend time with me, but she's too nice to tell me that. So actually, by inviting her to get coffee, I was putting her in an awkward situation. That could fit the facts, but it doesn't make me feel very good about myself, and it probably doesn't make me very likely to invite people to do things with me in the future. So let's look at a different story. Okay, maybe, my friend has so many responsibilities. It was probably actually selfish of me to, expect her to do something with me right now. What I should do is offer to run some errands for her, or maybe to watch her kids so she can have a little time to herself. Again, that could fit the facts. And it might lead me to do something kind and supportive for my friend, but it also kind of has me ignoring what I want and need and kind of telling me, you're bad for wanting or needing anything. You're selfish. So let's try a different story. Another story might be, my friend is so selfish. She expects me to do all the work in this relationship. And, she just does what she wants, when she wants, and she won't do anything just because I want to, or I have needs. She just doesn't care. I mean, it could fit the facts, but it's not very generous toward my friend. It's kind of a way of, making it her fault, making her bad so I don't have to feel so bad about myself. So let's try a story that's maybe a little more hopeful, a little more generous. Could be something like, I'm glad that my friend felt comfortable telling me that it's just not a good time instead of trying to cram one more thing into her busy schedule. I'm really disappointed, but I do understand. So, I'll reach out and see if there's anything I can do to support her right now. And I'm going to set a reminder for myself to check in again next month, and maybe we can get together then. Again, it fits the facts, but it doesn't make either of us wrong or bad. It kind of acknowledges, sometimes things don't work out how we hoped. And it doesn't try and gloss over how I feel about it. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm not getting what I want. But also has a plan for okay, what am I going to do with that? And still holds out hope for what could be possible in the future. Now, any any of these stories could be what's true. So it's not just like, oh, the happiest one is the most true. But it can be helpful to remember, like, let's not just assume the worst, and what story is going to be the most helpful for us to move forward. And sometimes we need to just ask. But regardless, it can make a big difference to just acknowledge, oh, that's not the only possibility here. So I'm sure you can think of tons of other ways to interpret those 3 facts. If you want to share some potential stories, go for it. Those would be fun to read. But also, I'd really encourage you to try this out yourself. It's a pretty simple exercise. You can probably go through it just after watching this video. If you're someone who likes worksheets, I do have a worksheet to walk you through it. It's free in the subscriber library. You can find that on my website. I can also put a link in the video description. So I'd love to know what stories you come up with. I'll be back with more soon. And in the meantime, remember, you can trust yourself.